Hi, this is Suman Agarwal, and today we have Anurag Khandelia with us, who wants to share his journey and how different and difficult or easy was it for him. Hi, Anurag. So you
Hi.
can say like what you do also, so
Yeah.
people know like how hectic is your life in any case.
Yeah, so I'm in financial services into markets, and normally I work 6 to 7 days, and 10 to 11 hours a day.
Oh,
So
it's hectic.
it's hectic, but it's okay.
Okay, so when you came to self-care, so what were the issues you were facing, and that's why you had to come to us.
Yeah, so for many years I was overweight, and I used to exercise quite a bit, but I was still not losing weight. I was trying all types of things. I was doing intermittent fasting. The weight would go, but then would come back. Uh, Also, I left things on my own. I left wheat. People said, eat moti roti. So I started, I don't know,
Complete,
which
yeah, complete,
some different types of atta. I left milk. Even though I like cappuccino, I was not having milk for 5 days because people said, okay, the milk caused bloating. So a lot of these things, just deciding on my own, and left a lot of things which I liked, and but I wasn't seeing much of a
Any
result. So then then we came here, and then we started.
okay, lovely. So, how much weight have you lost?
So I've lost around 22 kg,
Wow,
and
that's a great achievement. Trust me,
yeah,
it's not easy to do 20
yeah,
kg.
thank you.
And how much time did you take?
So it's been 7 months, and what was interesting was at the start, I think I was losing. There was a time when I was losing weight too fast, and Sumanji and Dr. Anand and Hiral, they made me sort of slow down, which was interesting, to experience there. Like it's not very healthy to lose weight so much. So at the start, obviously, I lost a little more, but it's been quite, and I think a healthy journey from that perspective.
So, what we believe is that you are supposed to lose 1% of your body
Yeah,
weight every week.
every week. Yeah.
So, suppose you are 80 kgs, you're not supposed to lose more than 800 grams. Otherwise, there's a chance that you're losing muscle.
Yeah.
So, which is of course not desirable because
Not
if you lose muscle, then you're losing metabolism.
Yeah.
Right. So, tell me that how was your eating pattern? How many meals you had? And the meal gaps, while it all suited you, was the food more or less than before?
Yeah, so I think the best thing, before I get into that, the best thing that I liked about the diet was that it felt very normal. A lot of the time when if you are doing a diet and it doesn't feel normal, then at least it used to be not very comforting to me that what will be the side effects, and how will I continue it. So the best thing was that it felt very normal. I was having three main meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And before that, there were nuts in the morning. If I had a heavy exercise or tennis, then I was allowed khajur or like a date in the morning. Then there was fruit at around 11. There was snack and coffee in the evening. So I think it was more than what I was eating earlier, and also the variety was a lot. I think that's the other thing, that it's not just that you have to eat only protein, only high protein, or only paneer, or only eggs. There's a wide variety, so you don't get bored. So it's quite easy to do. It was very easy to do for me. One, because I like variety, and second, it felt normal. If it didn't feel normal, then it would be, after a point, you have doubts whether it's good for the long run or not.
Yeah. Yeah, this is so you're an analyst and you're analyzing it very well, I must say. So you had 4 meals plus one small something before you exercise early morning,
Yeah.
and plus you had So it was great, I think, and another fruit at mid morning. So almost 6 meals, which is two
Yeah.
small and 4 main. Great, and plus you had variety. So
Right.
the diet only works if it is, according to me, if it is of course comfortable,
Yeah.
near normal, and lot of variety, and of course there is a protein, carb, and the
Yeah.
balance. So the balance what works more than anything.
Mhm.
This is what I believe. So great, and I think you also mentioned to me when you came that you were doing intermittent fasting.
I was doing intermittent fasting, yes.
So how was the experience vis-a-vis intermittent fasting and vis-a-vis the 12-hour fasting we believe? We believe that the self-care belief is that we do 12-hour fasting, and you should have 4 eggs diet, which is your 4 major meals at 4 hours apart, is what we do.
Okay.
So
So I think at least for my lifestyle, I mean, doing intermittent was okay from how difficult it was, but for me, this news worked much better because for a few things. One, in the morning I play tennis. It was very difficult to play tennis on intermittent because I would get tired within 10-15 minutes.
yeah.
So that was there. Second, at the back of my mind, as I was saying, it always felt that can't be normal not eating 16 hours and then eating only 8 hours. So that was second. And third, I used to feel that I just have to eat too much within those 8 hours because I still used to have 3 meals and there was not enough gap. And also it was more difficult to do, if you have meetings and all because, within 8 hours you have to finish all the meals.
Yeah.
And those 8 hours are also the office hours.
And you have long days at work.
Yeah.
10, 11
So,
hours.
so I think this was much better.
Okay, so I think it was, guys, overall, I think he did very well. But to get a person like Anurag to come to us is also, we are very fortunate because he's a very strict follower. It's not always us which works, it's also the client who has to put in that much effort. His efforts were not 100%, it was 200%. We had to tell him, please take a break. He used to be so strict. So that was Anurag, and now Dr. Anand is going to join and ask him some medical questions. But well done.
Thank you.
I was a part of the journey with Anurag, of course, through his weight loss and fat loss. At the same time, we were monitoring certain health parameters that were of concern, and that's the reason why I was with him through this program. I just want to discuss and throw light on a few of these parameters. So, Anurag, firstly, when you had come to us, there were certain health issues that you came with.
Yeah.
Starting with primarily, you did face raised blood pressure and cholesterol levels,
Yeah.
which we latched on to quite earlier on. And of course, keeping that in mind, we did titrate your diet, your exercise, and your sleep as well. So, can you tell us at what stage have you reached today with your pressures and your cholesterol profile?
Yeah. So when I came around 7 months back, I had high blood pressure, and I was on medication. It was a small dose, but on a medication for 8 to 9 years. And I've had higher cholesterol, high triglycerides. Again for 5-6 years or more. Now there's no high blood pressure, and I stopped the medication around 2 months back. And then since then, for a month I was monitoring the blood pressure. It's normal, and I feel completely normal now. And then as per the blood reports, even the cholesterol, triglycerides, they have been normal, I think, for probably more than 2 months now. So all that is normal. The one other thing that I had that time was fatty liver, which again was there, I think, for at least a few years, if not more. As per the latest sonography, there is no fatty liver also. So that also got cured, which is a good thing. The third thing was I used to sleep very less. I guess there's a little more to work on sleep, but it's better. I used to sleep for 4.5 hours. Now I'm sleeping 6.5. So that is also important.
Wonderful. Another aspect of concern was you did face some amount of heartburn and acidity when you had come to us. Can you tell us at what stage has that reached through the diet over the months?
So at the start, I think there was an episode of acidity. It's okay now. The main change we have made is just eating a little earlier, eating 2.5-3 hours before going to sleep. In my case, if I eat late and sleep, then that was causing acidity. That's also okay.
Okay, great. So the intention of discussing these issues with Anurag was also to make one realize that when we look at a lifestyle change through diet, your exercise, and your sleep, whether your purpose is to lose weight, to gain weight, whatever it is, you cannot factor out health concerns with it. There is no different lifestyle change or different diet for weight loss and a different diet for health management. It has to all work in sync, of course, because it is the same person facing both concerns, which is whether to do with the weight or whether it is to do with their health parameters. So it is very important to understand all of these in detail. That's of course what we specialize in. We go into the nitty-gritties of one's health so that we can resolve their issues simultaneously. It was great to have Anurag on board. We use him, as an example for a lot of people of his age coming to us with similar health issues. As Sumanji already mentioned, his discipline has been impeccable. There have been a lot of times where we had to tell Anurag, okay, Anurag, please break the diet, do something fun from outside if you want. Go and have your couple of drinks with your friends. We don't mind it. The idea was to instill normalcy into his life so that even post completing his span with us, he's able to sustain through this for the rest of his life. Thank you, Anurag. It was a pleasure having you
Thank
with
you,
us.
Dr. Anand. It's been quite helpful.
Great.